What's up, everybody? I hope you all are doing well. I'm having a good day today. I'm having some fun. And so I'm upbeat. I know normally I have the soft voice and, all of those things, but I'm excited today. So I'm going to let that excitement just come on through and welcome on in. Okay. Anyway, if you're new, if this is your first time checking me out, I'm Kirsten Allen. I am known for working with small business owners to get more corporate contracts in their business. I love what I get to do and match my professional experience with my anointing and my gifting to be able to crack the code on this thing called corporate contracts. So I am excited. Come on in. We ain't going to be here for long. We're just here for a good time and not a long time. I wanted to jump in. At first, I was not going to do this live because I've switched up my whole process of even how lives fit into everything that this business is growing into. But then I said, wait a minute, let me give my people something and give the Lord something to bless. And we've got some things going on. So I didn't miss the opportunity to come and speak with you guys today. So right before I decided, yes, I'm going to go live today, I'm like, okay, what can I talk about? Because I'm a well, I can talk about so many different things. And this title just came to me. And so I believe that that's where we need to go. And whoever needs to hear this, I don't need to get in the way of your message. Let me just dive into what I have to say about this and be a blessing to you. So, the secret to scaling with corporate contracts. Now, immediately when I thought about this, I think about the questions that I hear in my programs, that I hear from people who are doing audits with me after talks that I do, if I get on podcasts, questions that I get, stages, all those things. A lot of people feel that there's some mystery around corporate contracts. Like, what's the process? Like, even people, I speak with people who literally have gotten contracts before and they have no idea how they even got the opportunity, right? They couldn't repeat it if they wanted to, if they tried. They could not go out and get another one because typically what I find, and with my best clients, they're like this. They've gotten these opportunities through referrals. They've grown their business in an amazing way. So they already have something that works. And here and there, they've just gotten these contract opportunities. And again, they're like, I have no idea how to recreate this. I just knew somebody. Maybe it was a client, maybe it was a mastermind partner or whoever. And they were like, you would be a good fit for this. And this is how I got in. So that's how most people, again, my best people, I will say, who are a good fit for my work, they come to me in that space. And so everybody's in this space of confusion of or illusion rather, of how do we get there, our foot in the door. If that was one of those, dang, I wish I did not lose my tissue here, but I'll find it in a second. One of those clouds where people will, answer a question. And then the more that question comes, it's like the word gets bigger. I think you call it like a wordle or something like that. Either way, I see that image in my mind. And the big question that just keeps getting answered and growing is, how do I get my foot in the door? How do I connect with the right person? Who exactly am I supposed to be positioning this with? That is always the essence of the biggest question that I get, which again goes to show that people think that there is some illusion. They think that there is some magic around how to do it. And the truth is this: scaling your business with corporate contracts, and I say scaling strategically because we're not talking about building your business with contracts, because there needs to be a good mix. Walmart sells to you and they also sell to corporations, right? They do both. So we do both too. But once you have gotten to the place where you're looking to scale, a couple of things come into play, right? So you want to think about, what size offer, how does what you do fit into a corporation is your first thought, which typically there is a through line, because the same thing that individuals need, companies need in some type of way. Everybody needs mindset. People need to learn how to sell. People need to learn how to market. People need to learn how to manage stress in the workplace, right? It is all transferable. Just like when you were in corporate America, if you ever were, and you've moved jobs, right? You had to polish your resume. You had to make sure that you had some transferable skills so that you could get that next role, right? Same deal. You're taking what you've done, turning it into transferable skills. Where people get messed up is they think that there is some type of elusive way to do this. And they also stop themselves from getting set up and looking like everybody else who's playing the game. And this is interesting because I actually have someone that I'm in a cohort right now, and she says this all the time, is that she's getting us dressed so that we can look like everybody else at the prom. I was like, I feel you on that because that's the same thing that I do with my clients as I'm preparing them for corporate. I'm trying to get y'all to look exactly how you need to look in order to be someone who's a corporate contractor, not someone who has a business. They are doing it this way. And oh, yeah, I think I can try to do something with corporate. Now, your business model is that, right? As I said, you have both. So you're still the person who does the thing, right? But now you're adding an additional level to who you serve as well. So there is a little bit of up leveling that has to happen in terms of how you show up, having the pieces in process, knowing the language. Because if you, even if I, a lot of people will sometimes say, crazy things like, oh, can you just let me know, who's looking for me for people to do X, Y, and Z or give me a referral? No, I cannot. I would never put anybody in front of a contact that I have in a corporation that's not prepared. And the way that I know people are prepared for me and the business that we do is that you work with me. So having a referral or having a relationship, having a way in or foot in the door is great. But if you don't know the language, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have a strategy, it's going to end badly for you, right? Well, I shouldn't say badly. It's not like you're going to die, right? But it's not going to end well. You're going to leave hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table that could be yours if only you knew how to speak the language. So the secret is not so much about how to formulate or, use this specific strategy. It's really more so on how do you make sure that you're prepared with the right information, with the right language that gets you noticed. So I said we was going to be here for a short time and not a long time. The secret to selling with corporate contracts is understanding the language and having a solid strategy. And that's what I'm all about and what I do. And it's very simple to be able to do that. You just need to know what you're doing or have someone that can help you know what you're doing. And so with that being said, what I want to invite you to today, I have 3 brand new one-to-one offers. They are expiring today. These are things that I have never done in the past, and they are going away. So I'm not going to go all into the details. I have a post. If you want more details on how you can work with me, starting at $400 to $7,500, which are not my normal prices, DM me details so you can learn how you can get the structure and language in place by working with me one-on-one. And that ends tonight. So you ready to get started? All right, I'll see you there.